today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it.
And the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues to streak in this game.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Take it in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
At the 34-yard.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
This will be caught inside the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Number 28, Jonathan Taylor.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure that you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defense has better focus on.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Yeah, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
Saints 14.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Falcons 3.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 28, Jonathan.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
49-yard line.
Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On third down, here's Taylor. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons on 11. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Falcons grab it. He's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And they'll try to run the option here. He'll pitch it. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 32-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
It's second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold over the middle. Cooper with it.
Darnold's
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Open man, Higby, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just... These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Vontae Maddox. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And Beasley with it over the middle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete right around the 8. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cole Beasley his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Second and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
Intercepted by the Falcons.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
21. Falcons 13.
So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So we have reached halftime here, and what's it? And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
13.
Rohrwasser out to kick off, and he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Evans has it left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. We didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
7 yards to go.
Darnold from the gun. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 38-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Drake will strike the drive on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Falcons.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Complete.
From 19 yards away. And the Falcons cut into that lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Rodgers on the return. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it, and he followed it. It's on the ground, and the Falcons grab it. Sheds off the tackle. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Drake. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Falcons.
On first down, Darnold. This from the 6. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Tanner. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This throw caught on the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Chark with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. And it's up and good. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Off of play action, Darnold gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. To the air again, Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Darnold's pass.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
St. Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't be in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Darnold now to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let go.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Darnold completes it. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
And 9 yards.
Again, Darnold. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold, wide open receiver, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down throw, Darnold. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Atlanta.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On second and 10, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Darnold to throw again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Justin Rohr.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They're set to kick off.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
For Kenyon Drake. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Darnold from the gun. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Falcons offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
To Cole Beasley.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Darnold. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And 4 yards.
Here's Darnold. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Darnold's pass intended for Tyler Higbee. Incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Formation.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he takes it in for the score in the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Falcons.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.